All right, so being that we're thinking about chaos, let's start to come into some easy breathing. It's midweek. I feel like this time of the week is a little hectic, right? We've gotten caught up from the past weekend and now we're right in the thick of it, whether it's work projects or obviously we got some, I don't know, kind of harsh news this week, right? Whether the harsh news is the cases rising, that's harsh, or if it's, having more restrictions, that's harsh too. There's all kinds of stuff. So things are chaotic. And it's weird, I think, right now, because this is winter time. It's supposed to be kind of a calm time where we can hibernate and, not have as much external stuff, but we've really got it all coming at us. So just know that you're not alone. We're really happy you could be here. I'm super happy you could be here. I had a therapy appointment today, and I was literally telling my therapist that starting to do these classes has really been therapeutic for me. To see familiar faces, meet new people, be in the yoga space together. So thanks for coming. It means a lot to us, and hopefully feels good to move your body and kind of replenish your mind and your heart a little bit. Let's begin to take a couple deep breaths in. Let's start out with just big belly breathing. Big breath in. And then open mouth exhale. Nice. Another one like that. Nice big breath in. And an open mouth exhale. Throughout your class, you're welcome to cultivate that ujjayi breath if you like that powerful pranayama. We are going to do some power moves tonight, so that's really great for building heat and just helping you regulate your breath. So for those of you that might not be familiar, oh gosh, cats, ujjayi breath is a victorious breath, and it builds heat from within, but again, it's also kind of cooling. So to give an example for you, I'm going to get kind of close to the speaker. With your lips sealed, breathe in through your nose. Now keep your lips sealed, and with a constriction in the back of your throat, breathe out through your nose. You can actually hear it. Might sound like the ocean waves, but that'll also give your mind something to focus on. Our yoga practice, the asana piece, is a moving meditation, and that can help you focus your energy. Ujjayi breath in, ujjayi breath out. If you are in that Supta Baddha Konasana position, go ahead and remove any blankets or anything you have under your knees and slowly begin to close your knees nice and easy. If you are in Shavasana, just bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze it in, maybe rock side to side a few times. Feels good to roll out on the low back a little bit. When you're ready, place your hands behind your thighs and rock and roll on the length of your mat a few times. Iron out your spine a bit. Then, on whatever rock feels good, rock forward, cross your ankles, plant your palms, find your way into a tabletop position. So for tabletop, shoulders stack over your wrists, stack your hips over your knees. Let's take just a couple cat-cows, really short rounds. So inhale, lift your chin, drop your belly. Exhale, cat pose around through your spine. Maybe you'll lift up on your fingertips, really extension that movement. Let's just take one more inhale. And exhale, nice. Bend your palms back down to the mat. Tuck your toes, inhale, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up towards the sky, no feelings. Walk out your heels a bit, walk your dog. Your toes should be about hips width distance apart. And let's start out by bending deeply into the knees. So you can really lift your tailbone up to the sky. Then begin to push back through your heels, through your legs, but keep a little bit of a bend there. Early, opening up that back line of your legs. Heels never need to touch the mat. Mine never do. As you press into all 10 finger pads, press your chest back toward your thighs. Allow your shoulders to open so the eyes of your elbows roll forward. Just gaze behind you. Really nice big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to a ragdoll pose. Feet are open wide. Nice, big, bouncy knees. Keep a bend in your knees to protect your low spine. You can hang out right here. Bring your pinkies into your elbow crooks. Allow the weight of your upper body to give you a little bit more of a stretch. Your weight in the front half of your feet. All right, release your fingertips down towards the mat. Toe heel your feet into touch. The bend in your knees as you slowly begin to rise up to standing. You can keep your eyes closed, or maybe they are just slightly open. And begin to guide your hands into your heart. I always like to open and close class with a quote. So today's quote is by Christopher Poindexter. The thing about chaos is that while it disturbs us, it too forces our hearts to roar in a way we secretly find magnificent. So how can we take this sense of chaos, which has a negative stigma, and maybe channel it into positivity and love, something magnificent? Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. All right, really nice. Everyone, click your eyes open. Release your arms out by your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach your arms high up overhead. Round down into all four corners of your feet. Tighten up through your thighs to give you a nice strong foundation. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Face your pinkies in towards one another. This is your nice strong mountain pose. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, standing back bend and Vinyasa. Really think more about the lift through your chest than bending back. Open up your arms ever so slightly. Keep your weight rooted in your heels, your quadriceps nice and tight. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Keep a little bit of a bend in your knees. Inhale to halfway lift. Guide your fingertips to your shins. Think of a nice long flat back. Your shoulders back towards one another. Guide your weight into the front half of your feet. Really nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step back to a high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, lower all the way down into your mat. Awesome. Release the tops of your feet. Want the spine first. Inhale, high plank. Inhale to a baby cobra. Really engage through your thighs. Press your toenails into the top of the mat as you lift your chest. A little bit of weight in your hands. Maybe you can move. Nice. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Plant your palms. Tuck your toes. Use your knees here if you need. Or inhale, press back up to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that 2 more times. Breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Root down to open Tad. Exhale, standing back bend. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank pose. Now, I realize I didn't really set up plank, so let's talk about plank for a second. Your toes should be about hips width distance apart, shoulders stacked over your wrists. Really take your finger pads into the mat to help you reduce some of the strain on your wrists. Notice if your hips are spiking up or if they're dipping down. Try to have them in a nice diagonal line. You can check yourself out in your video if you're not sure. And really tighten up through your core and your thighs. That's going to make you feel lighter. All right, nice planks, everyone. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down to the mat. I promise that wasn't a trick to make you hold plank. Release the tops of your feet. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Let's just do one more here. Inhale. Yeah. Awesome. Tuck your toes. Plant your palms. Inhale, press back up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always that option to use your knees. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, last time through. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top of your mat. Toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Feel your spine lengthening. Exhale, standing back bend. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, find your plank. Now we're gonna walk through chaturanga. So for your chaturanga dandasana, option in what we call our vinyasa, or a little flow. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Squeeze your elbows into your side body, lower just halfway. Really squeeze with the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your chest through your arms, open up your shoulders, engage your thighs. Exhale into downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in here. A nice big breath out. Options always with chaturanga is to take it, to skip it. You can go to down dog. You can do extra little push-ups. The choice is totally yours. In fact, if you tend to do one or the other, I invite you to try something new tonight. All right. While meeting in downward facing dog, let's take a nice big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring your weight into your heels as you bend your knees and sink your weight back behind you, like you're maybe gonna sit in a chair. Maybe you can wiggle your toes because so much weight is in your heels. Arms can reach up or maybe forward if that feels better. Continue to sink deep down. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your fingertips to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Plant your palms. Inhale, shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right heel high, down. Let's set this up for a second. Press into your palms as you lift your right heel high, but allow your right hip to roll back down the same length as your left. Awesome. Take a breath in here. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose and bring your right knee to your left elbow. Tap it there, nice. Inhale, re-extend your right leg long. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Tap, nice. Inhale, re-extend long. Exhale, guide your knee through your nose like a tiger. Plant your right foot between your hands and low run. Guide your right foot directly between your palms. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. Maybe scoot your left foot back to your nice long line. Awesome. Now from here, spin your back heel flat. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Bend into your right knee. Push back through the edge of your left foot as you begin to sink deep. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and shift your shoulders back towards the left an inch to guide them just over your hips. Awesome. Gaze over your right middle finger. You're a strong warrior that just holds your bow. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward into a side angle. Extended side angle. Release your right arm down, left arm comes high. Bend into your right knee. Welcome to rest your right arm onto your right thigh or press to the inside to give you a little bit more opening through your chest. Feel your right hip drop down. Amazing. Take a breath in here. Exhale, settle. Inhale to reverse warrior. Release your left arm down, right arm comes high. Come back into your lunge if you lost it. Reach up through your right fingertips, then maybe come back. Find length more than you are thinking about reaching back. Maybe you're high-fiving the wall behind you. Awesome work, everyone. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step your right toes back to meet your left, or maybe you hover your right toe. Inhale, shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. All right, left side, here we go. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Setting this up here, roll your left hip down, push up through your left heel. Press into your fingertips as your chest reaches back towards your face. Really nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your knee in through your nose, cross your body, tap your left elbow to your right, left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, bring your left elbow, gosh dang it, your left knee to your left elbow, tap, nice. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, bring your knee through your nose, tie your nose into a low lunge. Plant your left foot between your palms, stack your left knee directly over your left ankle, nice, strong, and long lunge. And spin your back heel flat, inhale, open up to your warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2, make your stance a little longer. If you need, bend into your left knee. Reach your arms out strong, relax your shoulders. Gaze over your left middle finger. You take a little movement on this side. Hopefully you maybe did this on the other side too, needed it. Start to settle in. With a nice inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Release your left arm down, right arm comes high. Again, there's the option to rest your left arm onto your thigh or push to the inside of your left knee as you open up your right shoulder. Opening your chest. Feel your left hip drop. Amazing. Now hold on to your lunge. Inhale to reverse warrior. Release your right arm down. Reach your left arm high. Come back into your lunge. If you lost it, square your shoulders to the right. Find that length reaching up out of your left side body. Then begin to reach back. Awesome, everyone. Take a breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down. Plant your palm. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Flow through your vinyasa. Plank for this one if you're flowing. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, take a nice big breath in. And a big breath out. Awesome, big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, you're gonna flow. That 2 more times. 1 time just as we did it, and then with the 3rd time, we'll add on a couple little options. These are meant to be fun. They are meant to just add a little bit to your practice. If they are not something you're interested in, no worries. You're always just some ways to be playful. Yoga is meant to be playful and exploratory. All right, from down dog, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top of your mat, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sit back, sit low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Whatever flow you decide to find, I'm gonna throw in a couple extra push-ups this time. And we all move back in downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, bring it across, tap your right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Nice. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Spin your back heel flat. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Nice. Inhale to reverse warrior, like it's all one beautiful painting brush on your fingertips. Cartwheel down, low lunge. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Find your flow. Perhaps it's chaturanga, perhaps it's push-ups, perhaps you come right back into down dog. Take a breath in here to reset, and then breath out. Last side, inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, tap, lift through your abdominals. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left knee over to right elbow. Nice. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, step your left foot to low lunge. Spin your back heel flat. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Nice. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you're flowing, inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in. And a nice big breath out. All right, options, my friends. We'll have an option for a hurdler's pose on one side and an option for a fallen triangle on the other side. So I'm going to walk you guys through them really fast. So if you can just pick up here if you want, or if you're familiar, you don't have to. So from down dog, as we lift one leg high, I'm going to cross my right elbow over to my right knee to my left elbow, bring my leg through, extend my right leg, lift up through my hips, that's my fallen triangle. And the next option for hurdler's posture will be to shift forward, bend through my elbows like a chaturanga, bring my right thigh to my right elbow, and extend legs long. Again, all just kind of for fun. And then out of our extended side angle will be an option for a half moon pose. So let's pretend we're in our extended side angle on the right. From here, I will cue the option. We did this last week, I believe, for those of you that were here. You bring your weight into your front foot, extend through your back leg, and open up into a half moon posture. So you can stay in either the tap version, you can try out the arm balances, you can let them go. If you want to just hang out in down dog during all that business, you can definitely do that too. But just sort of up level it a little bit to have some fun, get our blood pumping on Wednesday, and let's make down dog. All right. So from a downward facing dog, take a nice big breath in, and a nice big breath out. All right, here we go. So inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, bring your right knee, tap into your left elbow, or extend your right leg long, fallen triangle. Extend through your right leg, press through your fingertips, reach your left fingertips up to the sky. Key here is to engage through your inner thighs and lift up through your hips. Awesome, release your left palm down. Inhale, reach your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, guide your right knee towards your right elbow, bring your weight forward, stack your elbows over your wrists. Option for hurdler's pose, which reach in opposite directions. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Wish I could see you guys, I could tell you how awesome you are, whatever it is that you're doing. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. And your back heel flat, inhale, open up to warrior two. Take your moment here to get settled, just for a moment. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale into your extended side angle. All right, friends, you can stay right here. You'd like to try in that half moon posture. Start to focus your energy on your right toes as you start to push your weight into your right foot. Now, first think about really not walking the knee per se, but engaging through the right thigh. Reach your left heel behind you, flex your left toes back towards your face. Reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Really nice. Option to look down or look up. Think about opening your left shoulder long. You can't keep your leg lifted, that's okay. You can always touch the mat wherever you're at in here. You're doing the posture. There's really no right or wrong. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it back into extended side angle. I can see movement from afar. So now you guys are trying stuff out. I love it. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga if you like. Maybe you just step back to down dog because this stuff is challenging. I love it. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. All right, left side, inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, cross your body. Tap your left knee to your right elbow or extend your left leg long. Open up, fallen triangle. Lift up through your hips, extend through your right fingertips, and reach through your legs, point through your left toes. Nice work, everyone. Take a breath in. Exhale, plant your right palm. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left heel high. Exhale, begin to shift forward. Shift your shoulders over your elbows. Come into hurdler's pose. Perhaps your left toes point out, right toes point out. Wherever you are, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Woo. Take a breath in. And a breath out. I don't know why a random program opened on my computer. Okay. From our low lunge, then your back heel flat, inhale, open up, warrior two. Bend into your left knee. Settle in. Arms are nice and strong, so what you can do, your triceps lift. You can sink just a little bit lower. Beautiful. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm down, right arm comes high. And you're welcome to stay right here. Hang out in your extended side angle. You want to get that half moon pose. Start to gaze towards your left toes. Bring your energy towards your left foot. Bring your energy and your weight into your left leg. You need to use a prop, like a dresser, around you for balance. That's okay. Reach your left fingertips down, right fingertips high. Extend your right heel long. Your right heel flexes back from your face. Ooh, I'm back at my couch here tonight. Awesome. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it back into your extended side angle. Awesome. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana, or down dog or plank. Take a nice big breath in. And a nice big breath out. All right, let's take a child's pose. Release some of that energy. Come down to your knees. Open them nice and wide. Bring your toes to touch behind you. Sink your hips back. Should feel pretty darn good after some of that hip opening work we just did. Release your upper body down to the mat. And allow your breath to come back to a regular pace. My breath is a little irregular. Feels good to let it calm back down. Releasing the chaos, channeling that chaos into something magnificent. Grab water, all that as you need, feel free. Forward, find your way back into your tabletop position. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. From down dog, inhale, lift your right heel high. Low lunge. From here, keep your hips facing forward. See if you can bring equal amount of weight into both feet. Inhale into crescent lunge, Anjane Asana. Lift your chest, arms come up overhead as you begin to bend into your right knee. Notice if your right hip's trying to pull forwards and pull it back a bit in space. As you bend into your right knee, guide your left heel over the ball of your left foot. Lots going on here. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath in. Sink just a little bit lower. Guide your hands into your heart center. Begin to lean forward. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Guide your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press into your palms as you open up your chest towards the right. Now think about keeping your chest lifted. You don't want to dump down. Always an option to bring your knee down to the mat. Great way for you to focus on the twist and as you're working on your balance. I think for a lot of us, balance is a little wonky. We're not able to do as much of the balancing yoga maybe we're used to in the studios. We're just trying to get some of that back. We don't have the years, right? But sometimes help us out. So just have compassion. If you're like, gosh, this is different for me now than it was 8 months ago. That's okay. Where you are right now is just perfect. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release your palms down to the mat. Lizard lunge, so you'll walk your toes up to the right corner of your mat as you drop your left knee down. You're welcome to stay right here. If you'd like to keep that back leg lifted, you can do that. Or maybe you come down to your forearms, get a more of a stretch. Or if you're really enjoying this arm balance stuff, kind of a flying lizard option, sort of kind of like burgers, but we come into it a little bit differently. So if it's something you want to try out, begin to guide your right shoulder kind of under your right knee. I hear this called backpacking a lot, like you're trying to throw your backpack strap over it. You're going to place your palms on the mat in front of you. You're going to shift your weight forward, and then perhaps your right thigh is on your right elbow, and perhaps your toes can reach in the opposite direction. Just something to play with, or wherever you are in that lizard lunge. Just enjoy the juiciness of it. If you want to try on that flying lizard again, go for it. If you're familiar with crow, it's kind of the same stacking of the elbows over the wrists. Take a breath in. And then breath out. And begin to walk your palms back to the mat. Or find their spot right here underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Bring your left palm directly under your chin. Take a breath in. Exhale, guide your right toes back to meet your left for a side plank Vashisthasana. Option to drop your bottom knee always. In your Vashisthasana, stack your right hip on top of your left. Reach your right arm high. Lift up through your hips. Awesome. Your arm reaches forward. Dig into the mat with your fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhale, plant your palms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a little shake out of your wrist if that feels good here. Lots of action happening on the wrist. Take a nice big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, left side, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. All right, bring equal weight into both feet. Start to bring your weight forward just a little bit as you inhale into your crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Lift your upper chest, reach your arms up to the sky, bend into your left knee. This time, tuck your left hip back in space. Press up through your right hamstring. Make it a little bit longer to bring your right heel over the ball of your right foot. Really nice. This one sometimes feels a little bit awkward. It's okay, take a breath in. Exhale, maybe sink just a little bit deeper. Guide your hands into your heart center, begin to lean forward. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge, bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Press into your palms as you open up to the left. Perhaps you drop that bottom knee. As you press into your palms, lifting up through your chest, creating a twist in your body. Really nice for your spine, really nice to open up your shoulders. Back to the sound of your breath, whether it's Ujjayi or not. It's a breath in through your nose, and a breath out through your nose. Awesome, everyone. One more breath in. Exhale, release your palms to the inside of your left foot. Shinny your left foot to the upper left corner of the mat. Come down to your back knee. You can keep your back leg active if you like. Perhaps you come down to your palms. Nice relaxing lizard lunge. I'm going to try out that flying lizard on this side. Again, just shimmy your left shoulder underneath your left thigh. Don't worry, mine does not go underneath. And then guide your hands directly beneath you so they're almost in line with your elbows. You're going to shift your weight forward, bring your torso forward, and perhaps your left thigh rests on your left elbow. Perhaps your toes can point in opposite directions, balancing our joints, stacking our joints to create the opportunity for balancing. For those of you that may be a little bit newer, don't worry. It took many of us many years of just trying it over and over and over again until we had any idea what we're doing. It's just meant to be fun. If you're in the flying lizard or if your leg was extended, maybe you take that restful posture just for a couple breaths, allowing yourself just to stretch. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Right. You're gonna walk your way back into palms. We're already there. And then down in front of you, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Bring your right palm directly underneath you. Inhale, zip your left toes back to meet your right. Open up to your Vashisthasana. Same thing. Drop your bottom knee. We'll work to stack your left hip over your right. Engage through your thighs. Lift your hips. Perhaps your left leg reaches forward. Nice work, everybody. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana, plant your palms. Inhale, shift forward, lower, halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Some big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, so a little bit more playtime coming up here, my friends. So from down dog, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Come back to your chair. Sit your hips back, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Awesome, get nice and strong in your chair pose first. All right, so from chair pose, take a breath in. Exhale, begin to lean forward, twist to the right, prayer twist. Very similar to our last posture where the left elbow comes to the upside of the right knee. Plant your palms together as you open up your chest. Guide your left hip back in space so that your hips stay even, your knees stay even. You can stay here. You can open up your arms to fly, that is an option. Or if you'd like to play around with side crow, on this side, you're welcome to. Computer's doing something crazy. I don't want it to do anything right now. Okay, so for side crow. All right, we are in this prayer twist. Bend into your knees. You're gonna walk your torso over to the right side of your body. Plant your palms beneath you and start to bring your weight to the right, but bend into your elbows like our chaturanga arms so you create a little plane for your body to fly. Tuck your elbows in, and maybe you can hang out right there. Perhaps your legs can reach out in opposite directions. Ooh, sometimes I think it's easier sweaty. There's something for your pants to hold on to. I'm gonna walk through that one more time. Squat down, walk your hands over to the right. Plant your palms to the mat. Bend into your elbows, stack your elbows over your wrists. That could be your side crow, or perhaps your toes reach out. Whoa. And it doesn't have to be perfect or even good. There's no such thing. It's us just playing around with our balance, with our bodies, as we strengthen our bodies and our minds, all that good stuff. Okay, I forgot you guys are hanging out in the prayer twist. All right, so from prayer twist, meet me here if you are not here already. So you guys big breath in. Exhale, release it down to the ground. All right, open up your feet about hips width distance. Keep a bouncy, bouncy bend in your knees. Pada Hastasana, hands to toes. Lift up your feet. Flip your palms up to face you. And reach your palms underneath your feet. So you're actually standing on your hands. Our hands, maybe give your wrist a little massage. I see. As you bend into your knees, bow your elbows out to the sides, release your head. Now use the strength of your arms to pull as you lift your hips. In the Hatha style of yoga, they often say that pulling is the object of stretching. So use the strength of your arms to pull as you lift your hips. Continue to let your head hang heavy. So feel a nice stretch across your middle back. One more breath. Release your feet from underneath your hands. Walk your feet back to touch. Ooh, inhale to chair pose. Come back into your chair. Nice, everybody. I'm sweating. I don't know about you guys. I'm like dripping sweat on my rug. Bring your weight into your heels. Inhale, guide your hands into your heart. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Left elbow to the outside, or right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Push your palms together, open it up. Pull your right hip back in space. You can hang out here for a few. You can open up into a nice little variation of flying arms. Or you can try the side crow on this side. I know for me, traditionally, the left side is even more challenging than the right, but we'll walk through it together. Bend into your knees. Walk your hands over to the left side. Actually, you can kind of use your right elbow to push your left leg back. So you're actually getting even more of a twist out of this. Plant your palms down to the ground so that your fingers face away from you. Bend into your elbows. So you can create that little plane with your elbows on which your thigh can begin to balance. Like I said, this side's a little more difficult for me to demonstrate. But again, it takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. And it's also a good reminder, right, that our bodies are not symmetrical. Wow. Yeah, left side is not happening for me tonight. But if you're working on it, I'm proud of you. Whenever you're ready, you're going to meet back in a prayer twist to the left. Bring your hands back to touch if they're not already there. Nice big breath in. And a nice big breath out. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands back down. Open up your feet wide. Same amount, about hip width distance. Keep that bounciness in your knees. Meet the front half of your feet. This time, take your peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Padangusthasana. Same idea though. Keep the bend in your knees. Allow your head to hang. Open up your elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale. Pull with the strength of your arms as you lift your hips. There will probably still be some bend in your knees. That's okay. It's not about how straight we can make the legs, more about how much length we can create in the back line of our bodies and in our spines. Thanks, everybody. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, release your hands. Fingers out in front of your feet. Toe heel your feet back to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your palms. Step back. Inhale, shift forward. Lower just halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Ooh, exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, everybody take a breath in and a breath out. All right, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step up to the top of your mat, toes to touch, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. We're going to move through the balancing series, which moves from eagle into dancers into tree. Now, traditionally, we would do eagle on both sides, dancer on both sides, and tree on both sides. We're going to do all three on one leg at a time. So bear with me on this. It's definitely a fun challenge for the balance. But we're going to start with eagle and move into dancers. So from here, sit in your chair. All right, awesome. Take a breath in. Exhale, swoop your right arm underneath your left, get your eagle arm. So cross your arms at your elbows, palms come to touch. If that is not accessible, you can always reach for your shoulders. Sink down into your chair, bring your weight into your left heel. Inhale, lift your right leg up and over your left thigh. Always an option to tap your toes to the mat for balance. Please squeeze at your knees to create compression. Bring your weight into your left heel as you sit your hips back. Nice. In this version of eagle, if you fall out, you can go right back in. It's totally normal. In this version of eagle, you can lift the elbows up to shoulder height and press your forearms forward, getting a nice stretch. You guys got it. We're gonna hold an eagle for 3. You're gonna release your eagle, arms and legs in 2. And 1, release your arms. Keep your right knee lifted and relax your right palm down. Swoop your right leg behind you and reach for the inside arch of your right foot. Yeah, you guys got it. So your left leg's got a little burn, right? Now, allow your right knee to sink down for a stretch in your quadricep. Allow your right foot to pull your right shoulder back. All right, you got it. Inhale, lift your left arm high. You can stay right here or exhale into dancer's pose. Begin to kick your right foot in to your left as you reach your upper body forward. So the power of this posture comes from the kick and the reach. Kick your right foot into your right hand as you reach your upper body forward. Try to roll your right hip down and maybe kick even harder. Place your left palm up towards the sky. You guys got it. We're going to transition to tree here in 3. Continue to kick for just 1 more and release. Keep your right leg lifted. Open your right knee to the right and guide the sole of your right foot to either the inside of your right thigh. Perhaps you're bringing the sole of your right foot to your calf or your knee. Okay, so we're on the right side, right? Okay. Once you get settled, find a little peace in the chaos. If you've got your foot to your thigh, press them together to give you extra stability. Engage through your left quadricep, your abdominals. Again, your ankle and your calf is always an option. Hands can come to heart center. You can find any arm expression that you like. I was out today, got my keys to my new apartment today, which was really exciting. It's in Capitol Hill, and there's all the beautiful leaves on the ground. And I always like fall for teaching with tree because the leaves, the trees, show us how amazing it is to shed the dead weight in the fall as they're preparing for their new life in the spring. So I think we're energetically doing a lot of that in the fall. And of course, we all have high hopes that we will have a lot more new life coming around in the spring. Hopefully new opportunities, new, perhaps world calm, world health. We can put our attentions towards our personal goals as well as our goals for all of our fellow humans across the planet. Take a nice big breath in and a breath out. And shake it out. Ooh, the left leg really got it on that side, right? Okay, so now for the left. All right, so eagle to dancers to tree on the left. You guys got the hang of it now. So inhale, find your way to chair pose. Nice. Get all settled into your chair. Take a breath in. Exhale, swoop your left arm underneath your right. Sit nice and deep. Bring your weight into your right heel this time. Inhale, lift your left leg up and over your right leg. Squeeze at your knees. Tap your toe to the mat if you need for your balance. Or envision someday that your left toes come behind your left calf. The harder you squeeze everything to the midline, the more stable you will feel. Sit back into your right heel. And lift your elbows up to shoulder height. Press your forearms forward a little bit. Really creating an opening. This feels so good for those of us that are kind of like keyboard warriors, right? All right, we're gonna hold and squeeze for 3. Release legs and arms in 2. And 1. Release, bring your left knee up to hip height. Relax your left palm down. Inhale, lift your left foot behind you and capture the inside of your left thigh. Nice. Allow the weight of your foot to open up your left shoulder. Try to even out through your hips and get your stability here first. So we always want to start out in a really nice, stable foundation. Once you feel pretty stable, engage. Inhale, lift your right arm high. Exhale, dancer's pose. You can stay here. Bringing to kick your left foot into your left hand as you reach your upper body forward. Again, this posture is all about equal kick to equal reach. The harder you kick, the easier it'll be to balance. Your left hip roll down. Reach your right palm up towards the sky. We'll kick for 3. Releasing to tree in 2. And 1. Release your foot. Keep your leg lifted. Reach around the front for your left foot. Perhaps you bring it to the inside of your right thigh. Okay. Goodness. All right. So again, your foot can come to your ankle. Your foot can come to your calf. Or the inside of your thigh. Press your heel, your foot and your thigh together for that stability. Nice long tree spine, hands at heart center. Or perhaps you find a different variation of your branches. Envision your tree roots growing down into the ground, finding the roots of all of the other trees. We are truly all connected. We are truly all one. Guide your hands back into your heart. Take a nice big breath in. Step back up to the top of your mat. Let's take a little Vinyasa to reset. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, send it back, bend, open it up. Inhale. Inhale, come back to mountain. Exhale, nice and easy, forward fold. After all those back bends, feels good to go nice and slow. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in. And a nice big breath out. All right, from your downward facing dog, inhale, shift forward, find plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Let's take a cobra. Notice how much more flexible and strong you feel now after our first baby cobras in the beginning. Release the tops of your feet. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, cobra pose. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Engage your quadriceps so much you feel your kneecaps lift. Little to no weight in your fingertips. Notice how much stronger you feel. Take a breath in. And release. Guide your right cheek to the mat, gaze left. Your arms can release behind you. Breath in. And nice breath out. Next up, Vinyasa, bow pose. Begin to keep your feet up behind you. Reach for the outside edges of your feet. The nice posture for cardiovascular health, also quadricep, flexibility, all kinds of stuff going on here. So once you have the outside edges of your feet, try to get your knees about hips width distance apart. This may be where you are today, and that's okay. If this doesn't even feel right, try using a towel or maybe a t-shirt so you can grasp both the tops of your feet. Exhale out all of your air to start. Inhale, begin to kick your feet into your hands. Bow pose. I think Vinyasa. Bow pose. Kick your feet into your hands as you lift your chest. It's okay if you don't get a whole lot out of this. It takes time to build up strength and flexibility. Continue to kick, continue to lift. One more breath in. And release. Opposite ear to the mat. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Help your body regulate your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Right, inhale, guide your chin back to center. Plant your palms to the mat. Shift up towards the tabletop. And then just simply sit down to either side of your hips. And you're gonna find yourself in the beginnings of a boat pose. We're not gonna do it, I promise. Reach your arms out long, and then with as much control as you can muster, just lower yourself down to your mat. A little bit of core work here, kind of resisting gravity. And once you find your way all the way down to your back, guide your knees into your chest. Rock side to side a couple times, feels really good. All right, interlace your fingers around your right knee. Allow your left leg to extend long. Inhale, pull your right knee ever so gently into your chest. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your right knee over to the left. Stack your right hip on top of your left. So open up your right arm long. Close your eyes here. Gaze over to the right. Take a nice big breath in to fill your body with nourishing oxygen. On your exhale, feel your body melt down to the ground. Notice if you were still clenching. I totally just noticed about 3 different places where I was still kind of clenching stuff. Let's try it again. Inhale, nourishing air. Exhale, really, really relax. Nice. All right, guide your knees back into center. Nice and slow, not a whole lot of effort. Squeeze them in, a little neutralizing squeeze. This time, relax your right leg long. Interlace your fingers around your left shin. Inhale, pull your left shin in, nice and gentle. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your left knee over to the right. Open up your left arm long. Stack your left hip on top of your right hip. Try two breaths on this side to release. Inhale. Exhale, unclench, release what you were holding on to. One more, inhale. And exhale. And guide your hands into center. And we'll squeeze here. Take a breath in. Exhale, open up your knees wide and float the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. You can hang out here. If you're able to, reach up for the outside edges of your feet for your happy baby, your Ananda Balasana. Try to stack your heels directly over your knees. Gently press your feet into your hands as you gently push. So you're pulling down, pushing up, and notice your low back melts the mat just a little bit more. Feels good to rock side to side, you can do so. This is a great opportunity. If you've got lights on in your room, maybe turn your lights off as we get ready for our final posture. Just dim it down a little bit. Come back to happy baby. You're not already there. Begin to guide your knees into center. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Take a breath in. And exhale, Shavasana. Open up your legs wide. Allow your feet to flop open. Allow your arms to relax down by your sides. Face your palms up so you can receive all this energy that, even though we aren't in person, we're still sending ourselves this energy through the airwaves, right? Notice if you are clenching your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Take one more big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. The next couple minutes are just for you. The thing about chaos is that while it disturbs us, it too forces our hearts to roar in a way we secretly find magnificent. You can stay here for a couple more moments, or if you'd like to come out of your Shavasana, you can begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, gently rock your head from side to side. On an inhale, reach your arms up overhead, big good morning stretch, like you are waking up for the first time today. You are reborn on your yoga mat. Guide your knees into your chest and slowly roll to the left side, supported fetal position. Allow your head to rest on your left bicep, your right hand down to the supportive earth. And and then make your way to a seat. Easy Sukhasana. Keep your eyes closed or perhaps slightly open. Bring your weight equally into both sits bones. Guide your thumbs into your third heart center, or into your third heart center, into your heart center, your fifth chakra, right? Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Gosh. This is where your love and your understanding, your compassion, all that good stuff comes from. Something that we really are sending ourselves right now and sending to others. So just really feel yourself channeling from that place. Inhale, guide your thumbs up to your ajna. This is your intuition and your light. So let's think about the light. Just shining, being you, being yourself, knowing that you are loved and worthy and accepted for who you are, just as you are. The light and the student and teacher in me sees and reflects the light and student and teacher in each and every one of you. I humbly bow to you. Namaste. Okay. Thanks, guys. How's everybody feeling? Turn the music down.
Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah, namaste. Feel free to, oh, thanks, Jessica. Thanks for I appreciate that. So I've got one more class if you guys want to hang out in my apartment with me. This last class here will be Friday at 6. For any of you that might not be members yet, we have a big sale right now because it's crazy out there. If you're not a member or you want more classes, it's 25% off right now. The unlimited membership or the 10-pack. So flash 25, let us know if you have questions. You're welcome, Kate. But yeah, chaos, right? I feel chaotic. But this is kind of neat, right? Like I took all the chaos out of my space and made it calm for just 1 hour. And man, what a difference that made. So I hope you guys feel the same.
And your cats came in and out.
I know, it's so funny. Aren't they funny? The last time, seriously, they were like rustling. So at least they were just like chilling this time.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Do you
Good
guys
luck
have
with
pets?
the move, and thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. So nice to see you.
Okay, I'm
See
signing
you
off.
soon. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jeff. Have a great night.
Thank you.